this. It's going to be awesome.
Come on over here. Come on over here. How excited are you?
Oh, we're so excited. We love this city, and it's awesome to have soccer here. This is awesome.
It's a huge, huge thing for the city of Philadelphia for sure, right?
Oh, for sure.
Do you remember this moment when FIFA announced Philadelphia would be one of several cities to host the World Cup? 4 years ago in Love Park, you see hundreds there celebrating the selection. And it is a really big deal. The World Cup is considered the biggest sporting event in the world. It'll be watched by hundreds of millions of people, if not more than 1 billion. And as the tournament gets closer, new questions are rising about whether it'll live up to all the hype. So let's go in depth tonight. One of the biggest indicators of demand for a big event is hotel reservations. A month out from the first match, you may think hotels are fully booked in Philadelphia, but the president of the Greater Philadelphia Hotel Association told NBC 10 they are not.
Well, we are a little bit below our booking pace that we expected. It's a little disappointing, but we're still anticipating a good summer. Anecdotally, I can tell you that my hotels are reporting that the pickup has been slower than anticipated. There's still rooms available for the matches.
And it's not just here. The American Hotel and Lodging Association released a report tracking hotel bookings in all U.S. host cities and found anticipated demand has not translated into strong hotel bookings. In fact, 80% of the hotels that responded across the U.S. said that bookings are below initial forecasts. So what's happening here? Philadelphia hospitality and tourism leaders told us it's a combination of factors. FIFA purchased a block of about 10,000 rooms in Philadelphia and in recent weeks gave back a couple thousand it did not need. Now, Visit Philly told us that is very normal for big companies during big events. While other tourism groups said that could have made the demand seem higher than it was. All the tourism groups point to one major factor, though, the decline in international travelers coming to the U.S. Data shows it was down more than 5% in 2025 compared to the year before. The National Travel and Tourism Office just released data. And look here, it shows a 14% decrease in foreign visitors coming to the U.S. last month compared to the year before. And of course, the World Cup normally draws fans from around the world. If this trend continues, it also is potentially costly. According to the U.S. Travel Association, international World Cup visitors spend more and stay longer. I talked to a leader with that group about what's behind the drop in foreign travelers. He told me a steep drop from Canada in particular and domestic politics.
If you take Canada out of the data for international travel, inbound arrivals, international visitors were actually up 1% to the United States last year. So a lot of the decline we're seeing is actually driven by a decline in visitation from Canada. And it's an important market. They're important partners. They're important friends and family that we've got to win back their business.
What is the biggest factor that you all are watching that you think could have a major impact on whether people decide to travel here and how often they're traveling?
I think if people have the misperception that they're not welcome in the United States, that it's harder to get a visa, that there is a chance that they're going to be detained or questioned, even though the numbers have not increased compared to previous years, that misperception can do the most damage in discouraging people from even thinking about the United States as a destination and choosing to go elsewhere in the world.
By the way, Canadian travelers could also just be choosing to support the homeland. There are World Cup matches in Toronto and Vancouver as well. So here's the good news. It's early. Hansen said once World Cup play starts and all the excitement builds, chances are more people will come out. Visit Philly's president, Angela Val, told us she's also not worried. In fact, she says Visit Philly is doing something a little different. They're not advertising to international visitors. They're calling on other Americans to come to Philly to either go to the World Cup or just enjoy the vibes around it.
With, for instance, our Fan Fest, which is free here in Philadelphia for all 39 days, whether we have a match or not. Visit Philly is going to make sure that we are marketing to some of the cities around us in the Boston, Maryland, D.C., Virginia, Pittsburgh area, to let fans know that are here on the East Coast that when you don't have a game day ticket, that we welcome you to Philadelphia to join us at FanFest.
We would certainly love to hear from you about this. Are you a local business owner tracking turnout, or a hospitality worker maybe that's anxious about hours? Or maybe you think we've got enough going on this summer to make up for it all. You can find me on Instagram at Lena Tillett News, or scan the QR code right here on your screen to submit a tip.